All right, so how we doing, fam? Welcome back to more DayZ. My name is Raven from the Sky. Had someone ask me today on game where how do you play DayZ if you're vegan? Because the vegetables and stuff are garbage. Well, this is how. You plant your own garden and you wait for it to grow. You learn the map. You go off, do what you gotta do, come back. Within about an hour tops. If you water them, you plant the seed, you water it. Nothing lasts longer than an hour, at least to me. I haven't had it. You know, most of them grow within 45 minutes. So when you done your loot run, you come back, it'll be here, providing no other player has come. Oh, whoops. Has come in and eaten it. Which, if you guys are on my server, I don't mind if you do. Now, I'm sorry, this isn't my server. I'm playing on the official servers, to put that out there. Nothing wrong with modded servers. I just prefer to play on the official servers. I'm out of space. Hold up. Hold up now. This is the best way to play anyway. And then you just put back. Look at how much you get. I don't even have any space to carry anything. Do I have any space in my... No. 12 out of 12. I don't even have any space to put my darn plants. My food. I have so much food, I have no space to carry it. Which you really don't need that much anyway, that much space. I could drop this. Probably carry some pumpkin. Or I might carry some pepper. And I have an extra spare one. So I'm going to drop that. And I'll grab some peppers. What I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and eat now. Grab this back. Gather pepper. Boom. You usually get more than that. If you fertilize it, you might get like 4 to 6. I noticed that. Pull this out and pick up the plant material, but this is how you do it in a nutshell. You would plant these, you get such an abundance of food. Like I just showed you, I don't have any space, but that's mainly because I'm carrying other things. But if I carried all that food, cooked it, so that it doesn't go rotten, you know, you'd be well fed. And the way you should travel really is a brisk walk or maybe a jog. But if you sprint, you're going to burn more calories that way. Just as a heads up. Oh, whoops. Oh my God. Where's the... Boom. That's probably why I didn't have no space. But you're going to burn more calories and you're going to keep going hungry. You're going to eat. But he was like the vegetables and stuff are garbage. You understand why he's saying that? Like the fruit under the tree, especially when you first spawn. Let's go ahead and snack on this and grab this. I grab the peppers. Grab this. I'm going to eat this. The fruit that you pick up under the tree when you first spawn, unless you find an abundance, you're only going to find enough to really get you to the next town. And plus the fruit you have, you're already going to be starting damn near hungry. It doesn't keep you fed. So I understand where he's coming from. You're not necessarily, well, you're half wrong. Because, like I said, once you start your own garden, you find a pickaxe, all right, or a garden hoe, or whatever have you, to where you can start a plot here or in the greenhouses. The DayZ gods will bless you with rain sometimes, especially during the night cycles in certain parts of the map where rain is more prevalent. Or what you do is you fill up the pot like I have, or canteen, and you water it. That speeds up the growth process. I cannot stress that enough. When you water the plants, which I didn't water the ones I just planted, but I think this is still damp from the rain. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back up. I want a Vega. I'm gonna drop this for the Vega. I'd rather have a shotgun. I'm gonna try to you test out using the shotgun build with the revolver. You want to stay healthy, keep some multivitamins in here. And I want the whole video to be in front of this darn garden. So I'm going to go ahead and water it. Let me see. It might still be damp. Nope. What you want to do is you want to water it. Boom. With them darkened out like that, those are still damp, but that spot wasn't. Get some drink here. Plus I got water in the pot. If I get thirsty, I'll just drink that. It's not contaminated or anything. It was just vegetables in there. He just questioned. He wasn't, he wasn't. He must watch the videos. That was because who else would know that? Because I had said I only mentioned that in the videos, and maybe a couple streams I mentioned that. Like, I'm doing like my character's vegan. I'm vegan in real life, so maybe do like a vegan playthrough. Even though most of my videos, my character isn't. But I said I would do that, as an extra challenge, because sooner or later, once you really get set in with this, the game's going to start to get kind of mundane and boring, and you've found all you can find. You faced all the players you can face, and it's starting, oh my God, the same old, so it gets boring and mundane. So usually when you start coming up with these challenges, or maybe you saw a challenge on YouTube or whatever, or Twitch, or whatever have you, or TikTok even, you say, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try this challenge. I'm telling you, that puts almost like a breath of fresh air. Like I always say, I was playing like the pack mule, basically. And when I started this setup, where I'm not even carrying a backpack, but I guess I can kind of give yourself some more leeway by having wearing clothing with a lot of space, right? But trust me, it's still a challenge. I said it's been great, and I've never looked back. I said I'd try it. I had already been doing it for a little while before I saw another YouTuber do the challenge by the name of BWOD99. If you're watching me, you probably already watch him. If you're a fan of the series, you already have your favorite DayZ tubers you watch. Disclaimer, I'm not a DayZ tuber. I'm a variety tuber. I play a variety of games on this channel. Mainly indies. I'm not strictly just AAA titles. I play what I want to play. I play mainly indie games. How many matches I do, and a lighter. All right, so how many I don't have any matches. That's the gun cleaning kit. I thought it were matches. I think I'll just stick with the lighter. When the lighter gets damp, it'll still light. It doesn't, because when the matches get damp, you can't light the fire. So you're screwed unless you have a lighter. So to me, a lighter's your best bet. But anyway, like I was saying, I play a variety of games. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, it's trust me, it's like a breath of a fresh air playing the game. But I don't want to go as far as say it's like a whole new game, but it definitely gave it an extra spark, which I wasn't really too burnt out with playing it anyway. But I've never looked back. I just like the idea of having more stamina, being able to put space between me and my enemy, or me and like a group of zombies. Because when I was playing Pack Mule, you don't have any stamina. You can't really run far. It is what it is. And to me, that's not good. Can't get away from a horde of zombies. You can't outrun other players. Except for when you first spawn and you're trying to get away from somebody who's like fully loaded, fully geared. You can get away then because you don't have anything. Oh, I'm tempted. Oh, I don't have any ammo. I'm tempted to start to try to get used to that. I wonder is that any good, the P1? I haven't really looked at any videos strictly on that. I mean, they'll sit up there they'll mention it in like when they added in that update, but it hasn't been anything like strictly like, oh, this is why this is the best pistol and such and breaking it down. At least that I've seen. But I'm kind of all over the place with this commentary. Light setup. That's how I found. That's how I just said let me just try it. Let me drop the backpack. And what really encouraged me to do that was I wanted to do like I just wanted a certain look. T-shirt, like urban commando, like how she looks. T-shirt, tactical vest, no backpack, or the chest holster with the T-shirt, a certain look. Like you see some of them characters in The Walking Dead. I didn't want no big old wonky backpack ruining that look. Just because you're in a survival game, post-apocalyptic survival game, doesn't mean you have to look like a grungy earth tone bum, for lack of a better term. Your clothes all worn out and torn to pieces. You don't have to look that way. You can still look cool and be a cool character. Like the cool characters you see in the zombie movies. You know, those urban commando characters. Like, I don't know if you ever seen Day of the Dead from 1985. The dude had like, I thought that was so cool. I think he was the villain, and he ended up being like a villain or being an a-hole, but I liked his look. He had 2 357s. You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember if he had the fedora. Not the fedora, but the beret. I'm sorry, I called it. Don't come for me. I called it a fedora. It's a beret, military beret. I can't remember if he had a military beret. He was a part of that militant group, but I can't remember if he had a beret or not. But he had like 2 357s under each arm. He didn't have it like a chest holster. He had it under each arm, and he had like the bullets. Thought he looked so cool. But I mean, you know, he didn't have like ripped up, torn clothes. He wasn't all dirty. You don't have to look that way. You can, once you learn the spawns, which the spawns are sort of random, but you know what the good loot spawns. You get to a military base, you can have that urban militant look. You don't have to just wear random mismatched, bummy, ripped up clothing. And that's nothing I said. I want to have a cool look or unique looking character, not just the same old pack mule looking, fully loaded militant character with all the SWAT gear in the world on. Everybody looks like that, man. You got to stand out. Carve your own way. Have your own look. People ask me in Red Dead Redemption, how did you get that character in Red Dead? And my character's Native American. They're like, how did you do that? Because everywhere you just see the typical cowboy when you create it, or the typical grungy, dirty looking. What was that grave robber's name? Seth, real skinny. He was in Red Dead Revolver. I mean, I'm sorry, he was in Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2. I think he was in Red Dead 2. I think. I know he was in Red Dead Redemption. He was a grave robber. He was like real skinny. He had rope holding his pants up. You be looking like that when you first start out. Remember when the game first came out, you could have a big beard, but it was that nasty looking one. You know, everybody's character looked at you. Yeah, no. Nuh-uh. Which I guess I could play that. I haven't played Red Dead in a long time. It's been at least 2 years. I know you're saying, well, your character looks cool. I haven't seen it. Go back and look at the videos. Although now there's like some ever since the update. Now I'm not sure if they patched it. There's been like a hair glitch to where your hair started glitching up. At least the hairstyle my character has. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh shoot, that's sun. I'm trying to make it. I think the sun's going. Yeah, the sun's going down. I think we might make it. We might not. We might make it to bebop. Bebop. But basically, that's how it is in a nutshell. Yeah. You don't have to look at. You don't have to look like a bum. Or wasteland scavenger. Rat man, rat king. You know. And just sell like that's the norm. The fudge was that. Let's keep moving so we don't get sniped. Yep. But yeah, I pretty much fell in love with this game the first time I laid eyes on it. And I didn't even have a gaming PC back then and wasn't on console, so basically I was just looking at YouTube videos. And they finally said they were porting to consoles. Yes. Bet. I'm hopping on. And hey, we had a new map, Livonia. That the food is even more scarce than that, and it seemed like that's more for PvP. I'm more so, PvE. Stick and move, but however, as I keep saying this, if it comes to it, hey. Then it is what it is, what it is. Look at that, I'm armed. A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. A cornered animal is dangerous, period. So if I'm cornered, shoot, we're going to go down swinging. But at the same time, I'm not attached to my loot because I have a specific loot run, and I'm going to get this loot back. I can't. How many times I done died in this game? You guys have watched the series and watched the channel for a long time since I started playing this, in late 2019, early 2020. Countless times I've died, especially when I first started. God, I didn't know how to play, what to do. I was using just basic common sense logic, which wasn't seem like it was working because I was just trying to go off of the food that you find in houses, and the towns were few and far in between, and my character was like, the hunger meter was empty, my health was going down, I was like staggering all over the place. I remember in one episode, I found a dude. I'm like, man, I'm near death. I'm friendly. Can you feel me? He said, yeah, I'll give you some food. I passed out, died right there. He took my loot and kept on moving, which I didn't really have much. Anyway, but I learned not to get attached to my loot because what it's taught me is you will die in this game. Doesn't matter how good you are. Doesn't matter how good you think you are. Doesn't matter how bad you are. You will die either by a players, because they travel in groups now. You take out one, you always gotta kind of you can either loot real quick and dash off, or dash off, wait, and see who comes around, because more than likely they're traveling with a group. So, especially if they have a bandana on their arm, more than likely they're part of a group. So, like I said, and the next thing, by a zombie, you can get stun locked. Zombies can stun lock you, meaning you can't barely fight back, and next thing you know, they knocked you out. Now, most of the time, they just knock you out, and then they're unaggro and going about their business. But other times, they'll take you out and kill you, or cause wound infection. Hopefully, you have alcohol and a bandage to help out with that. Or you have tetracycline, and that's the last thing that will kill you. Disease. You need to have this right here. This is the best. Tetracycline. To treat viral and bacterial infectious diseases. That's the best. Have 8 of them. Don't take much. You take one every... What is it? Every 4 minutes, I think? You have to take that if you got a wound infection, bacterial infection. It'll clean it right up. Now, if you got a like your character has like a common cold, clear that right up too. I think the same thing. Take one every 4 minutes. You'll be good to go. There's also, I think, what was that? Might have been a sound glitch. There's also, I think, codeine that helps with the coughs. The character's sick. But tetracycline, to me, from my experience, is the best. I think I'm going to start up a garden here. I got so many pumpkin seeds. But I don't think I'm going to water it, though. Can't remember. I think there's a fountain in this town, but I think it's way up, and I ain't trying to go all the way up there. Your plants will grow if you don't water the plot. It'll take the max amount of time. Like I said, it'll take like an hour. Like 30 minutes to an hour if you don't water them, but I think it'll take like 25 minutes if you do or something like that. I know it's less. Plenty to go around. Don't mind if I do. It's down some of this. I've been traveling. We got here. Lamp. I don't use those anymore. They give away your position. There's been countless times where I'm holed up in the house at night and you see some light illuminating the whole town, moving in your direction. That's a person. You are letting people know where your exact position is. Like a Christmas tree with lights on with feet. Stop using those. You think to use those, yes, it's your first time to see in the dark. You want to see in the dark. Flashlights and stuff, but no, not anymore. I stopped traveling that night for the last couple years playing this, and I stopped using lights and stuff. Need to see, find some night vision goggles. Simple as that. Garden, and a shovel. You can use that to make garden plots too. To me, I'm telling you that. And if you're, omnivore, your character, which most people are in this game, then you want to hunt. You want to find some livestock, or you want to fish. I'm telling you, that's the best way to survive. And you don't just want to survive. You want to thrive. Or you want to thrive in this game. Don't use your weapons unless you absolutely have to. See this? Oh, shoot. He's going to see me, but basically, you can just sneak past him. He didn't see me. Basically, he just heard the sound. He went to investigate. But you can just sneak past the zombies. There's, I think that's a pig in the distance over there. They do frequent this area. This and BB Bop up there. Pigs frequent that area. Sometimes you'll catch the zombies chasing it. They'll do the work for you. Eventually they're going to chase it and kill it. And you go in and collect your food. Simple as that. This BB Bop and the town before you get to Ben Rehoboth. Sometimes there'll be pigs there. You'll catch the zombies chasing it. But I can never catch it, but the zombies will. Maybe I should take a lesson, huh? Sun's going down. Yeah, while I was eating dinner, kept the game on. When I started the video in that sleeping position, was it? And when I started the video, I want the my garden to be done. Probably would have been done if I, close the game out and hop back in. But why do that when all I had to do was eat and just hop right on and start playing? I had to wait for nothing to load up. And plus, I could, someone would have come up, would have heard them. But like I said, I probably, and I would have just waited till they were gone and then just replaced it with more seeds, which hopefully would have been done growing if by the time I started the video. But as you saw, nobody touched that garden. But I wanted that to be done growing by the time I start the video because I wanted to explain, wanted to answer that question, which is, yeah, basically that's how you would do it. Again, you would just start plant your gardens, or find gardens that people have already planted, plant your seeds, find seeds in greenhouses. That's what I forgot to mention that in the beginning. If you're wondering where do I find seeds, you find them in greenhouses also. As you saw in the beginning, you get the seeds after you farm the fruit, after you prepare them to be consumed. You can cut the seed, and you gotta cut the seeds out. Both ways. You get the seeds that way, and you get seeds when you harvest the plant, harvest the fruit or the vegetable. Still, you can't grow apple trees. I wish you could, but I imagine they probably take an insane amount of time. So I understand why they just say, you know what, just farm the apples. You can't grow them. Makes sense. Because in real life, it takes an insane amount of time. It takes 10 years for an fruit tree to grow. I know an apple takes that long. I don't know about anything else, banana trees and peach trees and stuff. But I know it's about 10 years plus for you to get an apple tree and start bearing. Then that start bearing fruit during the season that it usually bears. So it's best to just, when you, I guess, buy land or your house or whatever, to buy one with a tree already there. That's the best bet. But anyway, it would take an insane amount of time because this game is realistic. So it would probably take hours if they were to include that engine into the ecosystem, which is a pretty good ecosystem if I do say so myself. I mean, I feel like I don't really have... Oh, shoot. We can't even... I don't think I can even go... I usually have a pit stop here, too. That apartment building, either one of those apartment buildings up in BB Bop, over there, usually a pit stop. But the gas has got it. So I'm going to hightail it. It was a leaf or something, or a glitch or rendering or whatever. I thought I saw somebody dart across the. But yeah, usually check the ground. Like an apple tree here will bear fruit. This isn't bearing anything. Nothing. Even though I don't really need to check. I have enough fruit and vegetation on me to keep me very satiated. Whole town is freaking. Let me see if I can make it to the airfield before the sun goes down. If I do, I'll probably find some place to hunker down there. I am not walking around that place at night. No way for somebody with night vision goggles and a rifle to laser me. I can't even see him. That happened once. I'm gonna try to avoid from that happening again. I got froggy. When you feel froggy, you hop, right? I can't remember. I think it was a stream or the video. I cannot remember because I do both. I was in Ben Rehoboth coming back from here, right? And I was sneaking down the street, right? I got to where the police station was. Boom! See ya. Lights out, Raven. Thanks for playing. And that was the end of that story. At night, when I should have just kept my behind in the darn apartment building, I I hunker down in that town too. You got spots. I got spots everywhere. You know, that I like to kind of hunker down in at night on my loot run. And I encourage you guys to do so as well. I know I could sound like a broken record at this point, but hey, I'll reiterate the same things each video because you never know when you get a lurky loot that'll want to stick to your channel. They haven't seen all the videos, but they've seen this one. I've mentioned this before, but you have just welcome to the channel. You've just stumbled upon this video. See what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of reiterate things frequently. You got stash spots all over the place, man. You should too, trust me. Start making crates. I need to start doing. That's the next thing I'm gonna start doing. Making crates and start burying them. Have bury spots where I bury the loot. All right, you're gonna make a left here, then straight up, and then we'll be at the airbase. Have like stash spots around the map. Like even Ricky did that in The Walking Dead. I think I can't remember what season it was. I think it was 4. Where not the prison. It was where was he? He had buried his gun belt. They got it was when they got the terminus. Was it season? It wasn't season 2. It was either season 3 or 4. Between 3 and 5 when they had got the terminus. And Carol had caused a diversion. She shot the gas tank. And I think he buried his gun belt. Not too far from that base. That's been years ago. That's kind of hazy to me, but if I remember correctly, that's what happened. But you know, you do that, you'll always have loot that way. Like when I get maxed out like this, when I don't really want to carry anymore. Start duplicating. Start, you know, like I find another AK, bury it. Bury it someplace when no one would find it. Only you would know. You bury it in some common place in some field somewhere because they'll be able to see the dirt lump. Sun is going down. Still gonna try to make it there. Do some looting. Getting suited and booted. Try to find some cargo pants. Just so I can carry more stuff that way. But I try to, you know, limit it to small things. Like I got my AK, got my pistol. So I'm not really gonna go for another gun unless I replace the AK with the Vega, the auto shotgun. Yep. I don't want that. That's like when I first started, I had the police setup. Police jacket, but like a cop. Right, let's see. Let's see if we get lucky, guys. When I want the darn shotgun, it's not spawning, but when I don't want it, it spawns. Yeah, you know. Come across this, wave and say hello. Come across me, it's probably me. But, you know, somebody could watch this video and say, I want to build my character like this. You know, that's fine. But more than likely, they don't. That's why I said I try to have a unique looking character. Sun's going way down. I might have to hunker down in one of these buildings here. This place used to be full of zombies, dude. What in the world? It's too empty. It's too quiet. Salt helmet. Field vest. I'd rather have the tactical vest. It's getting dark. Getting dark, getting dark, getting dark. Salt backpack, jerry can. I mean, I used to carry that around in my setup when I was using the pack mule setup. Believe me, I would carry that around like if I had a field vest or something. That would kill my stamina, but I'd never go thirsty. Ever. Ever. It's like, how could you when you I'm carrying a jerry can full of water. It's like infinite hydration. But it's like it's so heavy, kills your stamina. Nothing. Definitely not hunkering down in here. I hunker down in here. Might go across. Nobody walking. Sometimes players will be slick and lock the darn zombies in here. So when you open the door, you get a surprise. No surprises. Thank goodness. But also no loot. I already have a K-74. I mean, a freaking Vega, man. See what I'm talking about? Darkness might catch me before I even... before I even get over there. Place is full of freaking... Shoot. It's full of freaking zombies. Getting dark. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere else. They're too aggro. I'm not feel like dealing with that. I'm gonna stay out here. Anybody who comes along, have to deal with them, we'll know it because we'll hear it. And on that note, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. I'm going to hunker down here for the night. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. The series grow. Take care. And I will catch you guys in the next one. All right? Peace out.